Presentations, refining lighting. Picking up where we left off, 2206. We'll open that and save as 2207. Okay, and then let's save as again, 2207, complete. Filling out our project notes, we're going to be refining lighting. So how are we going to refine the lighting? Well, let's take a look at our 3D view. It's always nice to go there as a reference point. So we're going to go down to Sheets, and we're going to go to Live 3D Views. So if you look over here, we only have two lights in this whole room. And I did a little practice render earlier, and it's quite dark. And the thing is, when you don't really have all of the lights in the building done, like if you don't have maybe a light in the existing space and you've only got a couple lights here and you don't have maybe lights from pot lights or other things that you want to put in, it tends to look dark because it actually is dark. It's just not very much lighting. So sometimes when you're doing renderings, you want to just add a little bit of your own rendering just to punch it up a little bit. And I'm going to right click this, activate the view. And one thing that you can do is if it's not too much of a difference, you can click on a light and just edit its type, maybe duplicate it. And then I could just go down to the light's properties and I could say under photometrics, we could go and change the intensity. So you could bump up the wattage, or if you're familiar with some of these other factors, lumens, candelas, and lux, then you can edit those as well. Typically, I'll just bump up the wattage and it'll make it brighter. We'll say okay to that. The other thing you can do here is the color. So if I click on the initial color, is it incandescent? Is it halogen? Is it whatever? That's another thing that can kind of change the way things look a little bit in the room. Okay, now this is something that we actually did in the fundamentals as well, and that was using studio lights. And we could use that again if we wanted to. So I could start by going to a plan view, and this is where sheets are fantastic because you can just quickly go to the floor plans that you want to look at. They're right at your fingertips. Okay, so let's go to our floor plan proposed. Right click, activate the view, and we're going to drop in a light. So we're going to go to insert, and we're going to go to load family. Okay, there's lighting right there. A studio light. All right, that's something you can just drop in. So if I go to home component, and it's asking me to load a tag in for the fixtures, no need for that. I'll just say no. Okay, here's a studio light, and it looks like it's using the floor as a host, but that's fine. Let's just drop it in. Hit escape a couple times. Let's flip back over to our live 3D views. See if we can find it. Okay, so it's not there. Let's keep looking for it. So we're going to go to floor plan proposed again, and let's just activate this view. So I keep right clicking and activating views. Now the section we've kind of set, I don't really want to change that at all. So let's just make another section. Go like that, hit escape a couple times, double click on the section head. Ah, there it is. Okay, so there's the studio light. So studio lights can be sort of floating anywhere. Okay, you can click on it, click edit type, duplicate. We'll just call it 2. All right, so this is where you can either bump up this particular wattage or you could make more of them. So it's your choice. You can either make one quite bright one, but sometimes that'll create almost like a spot. So you want to be careful with that. And some of these different settings will change that. I'm just going to go here with a simple one wattage. I'll go with 200. We'll say okay to that. We'll kind of put one maybe just there. Let's go to our floor plan proposed, see if we can see it. So we still can't see the thing. How about a ceiling plan? So let's go to a ceiling plan view. Here it is, top of finished floor 1, double click. Aha, we got it. Okay, so we could click on that one, maybe just move it over there, and then we could copy it and just move it from there to there. Now these aren't limited to inside, you can put them outside as well. You can also copy these and put them throughout the building. So I may want to put one just outside this doorway. So when we do render it, there's a little bit of light coming in from the existing house as well. Okay, so that's a little bit on refining lights. Again, when we render, we keep refining, but that's just a beginning. Okay, let's go back to our 3D views. Let's click on live 3D views. Okay, now you can see them right there. This is something that we may want to just activate the view and hide in view the elements. You can even do this where you click on one of them, right click, and say select all instances visible in the view. It picks both of those types, or just those two lights because they're the same type, but not those ones. Same category, but they're a different type. Now I can just right click, hide in view elements. There we go. Okay, right click, deactivate the view. Let's just go to our floor plan proposed. By default, these section markers, they don't print if they're not referenced to a page. So this one has a 106, it'll print. This one typically will not. But what I want to do, just to be safe, right click, activate view. I'm just going to delete the sections. I'm going to click on the line, hit delete, and gone. You just don't need too many views. You don't need all these extra views. So that will clean it up a bit. Right click, deactivate view. Let's close it in Windows, save it, and we can close it.